The Panzerkampfwagen VIII Maus was the heaviest fully enclosed armored fighting vehicle ever built, representing the extreme endpoint of World War II German tank design. Conceived in 1942 under the direction of Ferdinand Porsche and strongly supported by Adolf Hitler, the Maus embodied the German pursuit of invulnerability through sheer mass and armor thickness. Weighing approximately 188 tons, it dwarfed every operational tank of the war and pushed the limits of engineering feasibility. Its armor was unprecedented. The frontal hull plate reached about 200 millimeters in thickness, while the turret front was around 220 millimeters, making it theoretically resistant to all standard Allied anti-tank guns at typical combat ranges. The side armor, up to 180 millimeters thick, further emphasized its defensive focus. This extraordinary protection came at a cost, as the immense weight severely limited mobility and strategic flexibility. The Maus was powered by a massive Daimler-Benz engine connected to an innovative electric transmission system designed by Porsche. Instead of a conventional mechanical drivetrain, the engine drove a generator that powered electric motors connected to the tracks. This hybrid system aimed to manage the colossal weight more effectively, but in practice it was complex, resource-intensive, and prone to reliability issues. The tank's maximum speed was around 20 kilometers per hour on road under ideal conditions, though in reality it would likely have been slower in combat environments. Its enormous mass also created serious logistical problems. Most bridges in Europe could not support it, so it was designed to ford rivers by submerging and using a snorkel system while receiving electrical power from another Maus on the riverbank. This unusual solution illustrates both the ambition and impracticality of the project. In terms of armament, the Maus was formidable. Its primary weapon was the 128 mm KWK 44 L55 gun, one of the most powerful tank guns of the war, capable of penetrating any Allied armored vehicle at long range. This main gun was paired coaxially with a 75 mm KWK 44 L36.5 gun, providing flexibility against softer targets and improving overall firepower. A 7.92 mm MG34 machine gun was mounted for close defense. With this combination, the Maus could have engaged heavily armored opponents such as the IS-2, the M26 Pershing, or the Churchill, with a clear advantage in armor protection and long-range firepower. However, unlike these vehicles, which were produced in significant numbers and saw combat service, the Maus remained experimental, with only 2 prototypes completed and never entering operational service. When compared to its German contemporaries, such as the Tiger II, the Maus offered thicker armor and a more powerful main gun, but at the expense of mobility, production cost, and mechanical reliability. The Tiger II, weighing about 69 tons, was already considered heavy and difficult to maintain, yet it was far more practical than the Maus and actually deployed in battle. Allied designs, while generally lighter and less heavily armored, prioritized strategic mobility, ease of mass production, and mechanical simplicity. Tanks like the Soviet T-34 demonstrated that a balanced approach combining firepower, protection, and mobility could achieve far greater battlefield impact than extreme specialization. Ultimately, the Maus symbolizes the technological ambition and strategic misjudgment of late-war Nazi Germany. It was an engineering marvel in terms of armor and firepower, but its excessive weight, logistical constraints, and production impracticality rendered it ineffective as a practical weapon system. Rather than influencing the outcome of the war, it remains a historical curiosity and a testament to the limits of super-heavy tank design.